supposed to be. All right? And so how do you look at what's going on in the world and not come to the conclusion like, yo, the Bible's the truth? They don't do this to any other religion. They don't say, oh, don't come to Israel, and we don't want to hear about Allah, we don't hear about this. It's specifically Jesus. Why?
Because Jesus is the only one who can expose them for what they are, who they are, and what they're doing. And guess what? That's what he's doing with us. That's the people that's awake, for real awake. Well, they don't have to attack the other ones because the other ones ain't no threat, and they already know it because they was made up. They was some after the fact. That's why when them demons saw Jesus, guess what? They already knew who he was. Spirits recognize spirits. It's just too many people down here don't recognize those spirits at all because they didn't even realize they was in a spiritual warfare. They didn't even know there was a spirit. The spirit world is real. Yeah, they better wake up.
Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So the reality is there are demonic forces behind all of these things that we're seeing in our world, and those demonic forces are not fighting against Allah. Those demonic forces are not fighting against Islam and fighting against Hinduism and all these other things. They're only strategically coming against Christianity and Jesus. And we see it over and over again. That's why at the LGBTQ parade, you see, them mocking Jesus. They've got a Jesus hanging on the cross. The Brazil parade, they got a guy dressed as Jesus and they're dragging him through the street, making a mockery. That's why in all of the movies, all of the cartoons, they're always making a mockery of Christianity. That's why when I was in the colleges here in Chicago.
Bro, that's true. See, indoctrination, bro. That's what people don't understand. That's why God said, you said, when you bought the separation of church and state, yeah? That's exactly what he meant. He said when you bought the separation of church and state, now you ain't even saw the light because if you ain't got your 501c, you compromise. Oh, that brought me to a subject that I wanted to talk about. Throughout this whole pandemic since 2020, 2019, end of 2019, 2020, bro, I'm going to tell y'all something. I never, ever in my life, if for 1 second, was ever fear of COVID or any of that mess. Bro, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus Christ. You know what? And I wasn't scared or worried. Everybody running around here with these masks on and doing all this kind of stuff because somebody done told them something and don't even realize they done got them jokers to take these vaccines and then had you walking around with a big old carbon dioxide mask on all day, breathing in the stuff that you're supposed to be trying to breathe out. Well, hey, I understand if you did, just be careful because you don't know, and they don't know, or they probably do know. Yeah, they know. Y'all don't understand. A whole lot of people getting ready to leave this earth, man. I can't make that no more simpler than that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not fear mongering. I'm not trying to, you know what? I'm just telling you what he said. He said 1/3 of mankind getting ready to be destroyed. And guess what? A lot of stuff in the go over there in Israel right now, man. And guess what? Israel has been helped by the United States more than people realize. You know what I'm saying? But now, guess what? Just like Israel doing the same thing like America. They just the same thing. Gay stuff. Man, everything, bro. Guess what? But see, Israel gonna be protected because that's where it started. That's where it's gonna end in the Middle East. Guess what? But Israel gonna suffer some birth pain just like America getting ready to do it.
It's like in every class they're mocking God. They're trying to come against, why it's not possible that, Jesus could be true. Like that's really what they're doing in the colleges and the schools. And then they're pushing all these ungodly agendas, on our children. How is it that you can have these grown men dressed in what they call drag, dancing in front of little kids in provocative ways, and people are just like, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But then if you take some
Bro. I made a video, man. Y'all need to check it out. It's called Obama Opened Up Pandora's Box with the same-sex decision. Man, y'all don't even understand. It was almost like America was already holding on by a thread with the abortion, slavery, and all the other sins and blood on America's hands since the beginning. But then you get in there and Antichrist and Obama got elected by y'all this past time. It's the third time. He ain't gonna need nobody to elect him, but he got in there and made sure same-sex marriage, because I guess it's like, what else? How low can you go? You're already killing innocent kids. You're already enslaving your people. You're already just treating people like trash. Oh my goodness, man. America's getting ready to get a just due. You reap what you sow, and see what's so bad about it is a lot of good people gonna have to reap what a lot of people that they're gonna have to reap from stuff they didn't even sow, because as a country, yeah. This is my brother Marcus Rogers, man. This is a good brother, man. He make good music, bro. He guess what? The truth is offensive, bro. And it's like, man, God said the hardest thing to swallow is a big old lump of truth when you've been swallowing a whole bunch of Satan little lies for a long time. And people be saying, I ain't been lying. Guess what? Yeah, you do, because he said you don't even know the truth from the lie from the truth. Guess what? That's why all of these things that you know is wrong and controversial, if you knew God, you knew abortion was murder. I don't care. It's simple as that. It ain't nothing, no gray area. It's just, it is or it ain't.
Grown man and have them dance in front of little 4 and 5, 6-year-old girls, people go, oh man, that's wrong. That's so horrible. That's evil. Like, how does that even make sense? There are obvious truths that we're not even allowed to say anymore. There are obvious truths that we're not allowed to speak anymore. Everybody knows this is wrong. Everybody knows, hey, this is evil. Everybody knows, hey, something's not right with this. But if I...
What is the question? See? Have you no shame? I mean, like, how do you even make this stuff a question? How do you even question it when this word comes? He said, because my people perish for lack of knowledge. But that's man. Y'all, I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but y'all need to see this stuff, man. This stuff is real. I never could imagine a day in my life where I would see grown men in drag and costumes and stuff like that, dancing in the street in front of little children. People got their babies and little kids with them at this stuff, and I'm simply like, what in the world? Where they do this at? I'm like, and then obviously it's everywhere. Oh my goodness, have you no shame? See, pride, man, pride, brother. That's what he said. America's pride is out the roof. It stinks to God. That's why he said, you just a thorn in my side, America. Oh my goodness, America. What happened to you? Yeah, I know what happened to you. Sold out. But these people, man, how do you do this? Where they do this at? I mean, where are these people at? Where do you find people that says it's okay to take my kid and watch all this lewdness, all this just debauchery, man? I can't even understand just word, bro. Can you imagine, man, being in hell and this is, bro? Oh, can you imagine standing before God, man? I can't even imagine. This is everything I think about now. Is I can't imagine standing before God and this is how you was conducting yourself on the earth. Oh my goodness! And now you stand before me.
Speak up, I'm going to get canceled, because there's a group of people, just like we see in the Bible in the book of Acts, saying, hey, don't preach about this, don't speak about this, don't talk about this. So let's dive a little bit deeper and read this article, all right? So this is a real thing. 2 members of it.
Bro, it's funny you said that. And that's why I tell people the spiritual thing is real, bro. It's real. You know what I'm saying? It is real, and it's realer than you can imagine. And if you ever had a spiritual encounter, guess what? You understand this story I'm going to tell you. It's like he said, I was in this place and I was dancing, right? And I used to go anywhere where there were people in music, because I was always trying to, I'm